Earlier this year, I kind of said that I'm not going to cover the Women's World Cup in Canada, which was a tough decision. It basically came down to the fact that it's at the play the same time as the Copa America, which to me personally was the bigger competition. But I have to say, ever since 2011, maybe a little bit earlier, I really started enjoying women's soccer. And actually, there is a point where it's actually more enjoyable watching because there's less fouls, maybe it's still not as much high speed as the men's game is not as bogged down tactically, and yesterday's final was actually a perfect example of that. True, it was over after 15 minutes, but I have to give it a lot of credit. I watched it as a replay. Unfortunately, the times were not very well for my time zone where I'm living currently, although I really would have liked to watch more of the Women's World Cup. Same as with the Copa America, of course. But what I saw, I really liked. It's technically well. It is fast-paced, but not super fast-paced, and it's not as tactically stuck, I want to say, as most of the men's games. So I'm really happy. It's all became more competitive. More nations are breaking in. So I think it's getting up there that it's really an event worth watching. And I always say, ever since the 2012 Olympic semifinal between the US and Canada, that was the best game of the entire Olympics tournament and probably the best game of the entire year on an international level. And was great watching. Speaking of US, the US won yesterday 5-2 in the final over Japan. And I decided to not totally ignore the Women's World Cup and actually cover the winning jersey of the women's team. And here we are. The USA's women national jersey that won the World Cup yesterday. Very plain, a white with a round collar, but here with a dark blue inset. Maybe it could be even black, but I think the whole jersey is more in a navy blue, would be a little bit more American. Other than that, very plain, nicely done, miles better than the previous US jersey, which was basically a women's version of the men's jersey, so they were wearing the same thing. We have the federation logo in a monochrome fashion, which usually I don't like, but given the odd coloring of their true logo, which I still don't get why the stripes here are blue and not red, and don't get me started about the soccer ball here. It actually looks better this way. Still would have preferred what they were wearing in 2013 in the centenary version. Swoosh nicely placed, and of course front number also nicely placed. Now that they've won the World Cup, we'll have the 3 stars as indicated here. I think for now they just put the 3rd star in the middle up, although I can imagine later on spacing it out. I also realized, let's go back once more to the Federation logo. There are already 3 stars here. And I always wondered why there are 3 stars. Maybe they were foreseeing something, I don't know. I think it's more a stars and stripes thing, but okay, why only 3 stars is another option. The logo of the US Soccer Federation needs to be worked on the redone. Well, the back is also very plain. That's the only thing that I don't like is the kind of yellow outline around the numbers. Here it's also visible that there is either black or navy stripes running down the sides of the jersey. But overall, this is a really well done jersey. I think it would fit the men's team very well as well, but I like that Nike at least makes dedicated women's jersey for the US soccer team. I think Adidas does the same thing for Germany. So give the women a little bit more exposure, and this is a really nice looking jersey. And overall, I give it a full 9 stars. Put the yellow outline away, maybe make it a little bit more bluish, but other than that, really nice jersey. So full 9 stars, well done Nike, and that's it. My first post in the women's jersey, and there might come some more. Up until then, bye.